There's always time to make it right.
Can't wait to see what you do next.
It's the perfect time for a little reinvention.
It's a Christmas miracle. What's going on with Michael and Willow?
Whatever you decide, I'll support you. That is going to cost him dearly.
General Hospital latest update. Carly erupts at Drew over his shocking affair with Willow, whose hookup video becomes the talk of the Quartermaine Christmas party. Michael struggles with his secrets, while Josslyn reels from devastating news about Dex. Meanwhile, Lulu hunts for clues, and Ava battles financial woes. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital. Carly blasts Drew, Willow confronts Michael, Josslyn's horrible Dex news. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, December 13th, reveal that Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, will catch up with Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and share her plans. It looks like Lulu will decide to pay a visit to Valentine Cassadine, James Patrick Stewart, and Charlotte Cassadine's, Scarlett Fernandez, old house. Lulu will insist she's praying they left something behind that can help her find them, so Dante might offer to pitch in with her search. Over with Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, she'll find Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, after the big game and admit she was impressed with what she saw. Trina will also appreciate the work Kai put in on their art project, so these two will continue to bond. It looks like Kai might suggest dinner or another way to keep getting to know each other, so Trina will agree it sounds like a great place to start. Meanwhile, fans will see the aftermath of Tracy Quartermaine's, Jane Elliott, blunder at the Quartermaine mansion. Tracy was messing with Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, phone and accidentally played the video of Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, hook up with Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, on the big screen. After all the drama erupts, Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, will discuss the situation privately with Brooklyn Quartermaine, Amanda Seton. The whole thing will leave Chase wondering if maybe Michael and Willow were never meant to be together. Brooklyn may ask if Chase ever thinks about if he'd ended up with Willow instead, but he'll no doubt insist Brooklyn is the only woman for him. That said, Chase may bring up the topic of secrets again and warn about how damaging they can be to a relationship. It could make Brooklyn uncomfortable since she's clearly hiding the fact that she had a baby she gave up for adoption many years ago. Next, Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, will unleash her wrath over Drew sizzling with Willow in the playroom. After Carly gets in Drew's face, she'll suggest he finally found someone who would put him first. Drew will face Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrose, Fury as well, but Willow will eventually turn her attention to Michael and assume he's the one who took that video. Michael didn't take it on purpose, but he'll have to admit that he saw the footage on the nanny cam and never said anything to Willow. It'll surely leave Willow asking why, so will Michael admit he knew confronting her would mean coming clean about his own cheating? At General Hospital, Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, will be puzzled and insist something very wrong is going on. Someone's monitors just went crazy at the hospital, and it's easy to make a prediction that Dex Heller, Evan Hofer, is the patient in distress. Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, most likely slipped in and delivered a digitalis overdose or found some other way to derail Dex's recovery. Will Dex face a grim fate just like Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, did? General Hospital spoilers say Josslyn will get some life-altering news, so there's a good chance she'll get updates on Dex not making it. Today's next update, Drew and Willow's affair is exposed in the most public way possible, and Ava's got money problems. Today on General Hospital, the Quartermaines host a holiday family gathering and everyone tunes in for the big PCU game. Sonny takes Natalia out for dinner at Cafe Cherry. She shows him the latest number for Lois' appearance on Home and Heart. Suddenly, Rick and Ava walk into the restaurant. Rick asks Ava if she wants to go somewhere else, but Ava doesn't and insists on going over and saying hello. Ava says hello to Sonny and Natalia and goes on about how much she enjoyed her time with Avery. Rick interjects and wonders if this is Natalia's payback for lying on the stand. Sonny says he's in no mood to discuss this tonight, and Ava tells Rick they should celebrate their victory somewhere else. Rick and Ava leave, and Sonny suggests they forget about those two. He wants to focus on Natalia. She says she's missing her son, who is in Puerto Rico. She's close to her parents and siblings, but is currently not with either of her children. That should tell him all he needs to know about her. She explains her son is a talented musician, and he figured out early on, much earlier than Ollie, that he didn't want her help with his career. She is in awe that his kids are so present in his life. He tells her that it's never too late to try and fix things with her own children. Natalia brings up how Sunny and Rick obviously aren't close. Sunny says he and Rick didn't grow up together, and he's always wanted his acceptance. When he didn't get it, Rick set out to bring him down. Sunny says you have to watch your back with Rick, as he's not above stabbing you in it. He knows the longer he stays in town, that he'll eventually get his feelings hurt, and he'll want revenge. He also won't make a custody fight with Ava easy or quick. Natalia believes he'll win as he's a great dad. Sunny notes Ava isn't afraid to fight dirty, and this could go on until it bankrupts both him and Ava. Rick and Ava go to the Port Charles Grill and toast to Ava's next chapter. She says she's grateful to be here, thanks to him. Rick says he has taken on guilty clients for a payday, but he couldn't have defended her so strongly if he didn't believe she didn't do what she was accused of. She suspects sticking at Sunny didn't hurt either. Ava and Rick talk about how neither cares much about what the people of Port Charles care about them. Ava says what Avery, Trina, Lucas, and Nina think of her is all that matters to her. Everyone else can kick rocks. He asks about present company and she says she appreciates him. When he asks how much, she suggests they find out. Rick asks what is on her list of things to do now that she's a free woman. She says she needs a new house first. When the bill comes, Ava insists she pay it as it's a smidge of what she owes him. She then asks how he feels about early Christmas gifts, especially one wrapped in great big red bows. The waiter returns, and Ava's credit card was declined. Rick then gets a notification from the bank that her check bounced. Alexis visits Christina at Charlie's. It's closed, and Christina explains she's the new owner thanks to Sunny, and she wants to reinvent the place. She says Dad thought it would help her take her mind off things. Alexis explains she came to tell her that Molly and TJ have separated. Christina assumes she thinks it's her fault, when in reality this is part of Ava's destruction, and she called it that TJ and Molly wouldn't make it. Alexis begs her to tell her she knows they broke up because their baby died. Christina says she never wanted them to experience this pain, but if Adela had lived, they still would have broken up. Alexis says she has no idea what would have happened, and both she and Molly had the right to dream about what it would be like to be a mother. Christina thinks Molly isn't acting like a mom. If she were, she'd want Ava to pay. Alexis says Molly is grieving differently, and both she and Molly are in agony, and she can't see that her sister is hurting, too. Alexis tells Christina that she needs her sister more than she realizes. Christina says she does. Unfortunately, it's Sam she needs. Alexis knows she misses Sam. If Sam were here, she'd say her anger at Ava is justified, but what she said to Molly in court was wrong. As soon as she apologizes, then she'll begin to heal. She would also say working at Charlie's won't help her skip the process of grieving and healing. Alexis needs her to see how punishing her sister is hurting them all. Christina doesn't want any of them to be in pain, but she can't do what her mom is asking her to do. Alexis says she's made her choice, and she knows where to find her and Molly. Christina knows her mom doesn't agree with her, but not to give up on her, as she can't lose her to Ava too. Alexis tells her that will never happen as she's her mother, and they embrace. Elizabeth checks on Dex at the hospital, who is tuning into the PCU game on his phone. She heads back to the nurse's station, and Felicia asks if Dex has been cleared for visitors. Liz says he has, but he's watching the big game. Felicia eventually checks on Dex and tells him she is glad he's doing well. He says it could have been so much worse. She admires him for seeing the situation so positively. Dex admits the last time he was shot, it wasn't in a noble way as he was working for Sunny. However, getting injured while doing a job he is proud of means everything to him. Felicia says he's a good cop, and she's glad he's feeling better. He is, too, and he just wants to go home. Felicia returns to the nurse's station and tells Liz she's filed some discharge papers for another patient. Suddenly, an alarm on Liz's computer begins to sound. In the Quartermain kitchen, Sasha researches prenatal vitamins on her table and then sets it down on the counter. Carly walks in, sees the tablet, and asks who is pregnant. Sasha says no one, and that she was looking for a multivitamin and that popped up. At the gatehouse, Nina thanks Willow for inviting her to the Christmas party but can't help but notice she's anxious. Willow is dreading the party with all the Quartermaines there. Nina knows she means Drew, and whatever she decides, she'll support her. Willow has decided her kids deserve a happy Christmas. In the living room, Tracy leaves Laura a message asking when she can see Lulu. Ned enters and is surprised she hasn't seen Lulu yet. Tracy complains Laura is being stingy with Lulu's time. She considers going to see her now, but Ned says this Christmas party is too important to Olivia. Tracy says, given Drew has been playing footsie with Michael's wife, what could possibly go wrong tonight? As the guests arrive, Olivia tells Ned that Carly doesn't know about Willow and Drew, so keep it under wraps. Carly asks Michael where Willow is. He explains she's getting the kids settled with the sitter, and she and Nina are coming. Carly snarks about Nina attending, and Michael says she's family. Carly is sure Nina was dying to come because she and Drew have gotten cozy lately. Drew enters, and Carly chimes, "There's our new congressman." Joss is tuning into the big game on her phone and tells Trina that Kai's been sacked 3 times and they've taken him out. Chase and Brooklyn ask for an update, and Joss says they are 1 point up. They want to turn the game on the big screen, which Tracy objects to, but Olivia approves of. Michael makes chit-chat with Drew when Nina and Willow enter. Willow gives Michael a kiss, and Drew walks off to get a drink. Meanwhile, Tracy continues to object to the game being watched, but Ned insists they put it on. However, when he turns on the TV, the cable is out. Carly notices the tension between Willow and Michael, and grabs Olivia to ask what is going on with them. She thinks it concerns the fight between Jason and Drew, with whom Willow and Michael are close to. Olivia says if something is going on, they'll work it out. Olivia runs off to check on the food. Michael hides out in the kitchen with Sasha. He can't stand to be around Drew. He has decided to tell Willow the truth after the holidays, but he won't name Sasha. He says they'll both know the other cheated, and they'll be on equal footing. He rants that Drew is the one who went after Willow and drove them apart. He says that will cost Drew dearly. Back at the party, Drew talks with Willow. He admits Scout is having a hard time this Christmas, as he can't give her the one thing she wants. Meanwhile, Chase vents to Brooklyn that he wishes Willow would stay away from Drew. He still can't believe Willow kept such a secret from Michael. Brooklyn says everyone has secrets, it makes them human. She looks uncomfortable. Gio arrives, and Joss can't believe he left the game where he performed the anthem at, as he could have watched it in person. Now he's stuck watching on phones like the rest of them. Carly pulls Drew away from Willow to tell him that he's proud of him for calling a truce with Jason. She asks how he will divide his time between DC and Port Charles. Drew says he's going to commute as he doesn't want to upheave Scout's life right now. She tells him that he's a great dad. Nina then yanks Drew aside and tells him that he was supposed to steer clear of Michael and Willow and he's not helping things. Drew explains that he was talking to Willow about Scout and wants to arrange for them to spend time together as Scout loves Willow. She calls him disgusting for using his grieving daughter to be around Willow. He says if she thinks that what he's doing, do something about it. She says nothing, and he says, I thought so. Meanwhile, Tracy is annoyed that everyone is fixated on watching the game on their phones. She pulls Ned aside and into the foyer to talk about Drew. She insists they need to push him out now. She argues that Monica loves Jason and Michael, and Drew is at odds with both of them. Everyone cheers from the living room, and Ned rushes back in. Joss steps out to the foyer to call Dex and check on him. She says she'll stop by after the big game to see him. In the living room, Michael returns to see Drew and Willow talking. Michael tries to turn on the TV, but Ned says the cable is out. Michael offers to stream the game from his phone to the TV. He begins streaming, and on the set, Kai is interviewed about how the game is going. Tracy snatches the remote and mutes the television as a compromise. Sasha comes in with drinks as everyone is glued to the game, which is about to end. Ned says he has to hear it and turns the volume on. Tracy gets angry and grabs Michael's phone, saying this is giving her a headache. She swipes all over his phone. Suddenly, the video of Drew and Willow making love begins to play, and everyone is stunned. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.